top sports where the takes don't miss. The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist. Water bringing fire, cowboy tie riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows running the show. It's high top sports, baby. Let's get it, let's go.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. Happy Friday morning to you, all of you out there this morning. Hope you guys had a great Thursday. It was a busy one. Buster Faulkner officially announced as the Florida Gators head offensive coordinator yesterday, which was some fantastic news. Hopefully we'll have some more things drop today. If it does, I will not have a show tonight. I have a Christmas party to go to for work. So hopefully things happen before I leave there if they do, so we can talk about it. If it does happen, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So today, show how it's going to work. We're going to go over the schedule that was released yesterday. We've got the dates, not the times yet for these games. And the wife and I are trying to figure out which ones we're going to do next year. But we'll talk about that. But obviously, a lot has happened. Obviously, with coordinator hirings, not too many people entering into the portal. But I don't know if we've actually had a phone call since the hiring, or a call-in show since the hiring of Summerall. Have we, Cody?
It's been about 2 weeks. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Last week. We didn't do one last week.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Maybe he was about to be announced. It wasn't like 100% official, but we kind of knew that he was going to be the guy.
I think we did do one. I want to say we did one Sunday, the night he was hired.
Oh, you might have done one Sunday night. You did do a late night one, like a 10 o'clock one.
I did. It was good.
Yeah.
It went well. Yeah. I just dropped the link. There it is. So go ahead and get in here. Also, too, the fans that love to talk shit, I mean, this is your time to shine. You know, we create these shows for you guys. So get up on in there. I know a lot of LSU fans love the show.
Hop in the box, dog.
Hop in the box. GMFG coin top. Love y'all. I love it. I love it. And then we've got Kyle Davis says, good morning, fellas. Go Gators. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this schedule pulled up. So if you want to talk, we can talk about whatever you want. Obviously, we've had a lot go down, but
I think first of all, we need to address the biggest thing in the building right now.
We're not doing the beer review right now.
No, not that. Silver has hit 64.61 this morning. It's up again.
Ever since your pitch, it's just been climbing.
Yeah. There's people that bought it at $13 an ounce. It's now $64 an ounce. That's a 5-time return. I mean, I'm not a math wizard, but you make 5 times your money. You're doing pretty good at something.
Amen. There's our schedule. All right, I gotta figure out how to get us in there. Let's get our Brian in here. Brian, what's up, buddy?
Man, just waking up. Y'all get up early, bro.
Well, it's nighttime.
It's this time, nighttime. We gotta get up, and get ready for work. So you know the drill.
Yeah. I click in on my computer at work too about 8:00. So I work from home, so I got a pretty good job. I mean, just sit here and do some engineering from home, but pretty relaxed. But I get to watch the show every day.
What type of engineering?
Lift station control panels.
Oh, okay. Not automotive.
No.
I'm not. You're not the one I'm cursing at when you decide to put that hidden bolt in the back of the dash that I can't find.
No, but I am the person that helps get all the shit pumped out of your house.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Without us moving water, bro, this world will be messed up. We got to move water around the world.
We do. We do.
Anyways, with the schedule, man, I see people in the chat keep talking about, oh, well, we ain't going to, we got 4 losses. Why do we have to get rid of that Billy Napier mentality, Gator fans? Like, for real. Billy ain't calling plays no more. We have a chance in every game. Every game.
I mean, even this year we lost. Obviously, we went 4-8. It was.
But that schedule was rough, dude.
I mean, it was rough. It was we sucked ass too. But I mean, we were still. I mean, outside of, I would say 3 games. I mean, we were.
I think even Greg Sankey wanted Billy fired. That's why he gave him the same schedule twice in a row. It's like, I didn't fire him. There was
You
no
might be
way he
onto
was
something.
getting through it. There's no way he was getting through that schedule.
No. How
Yeah,
do you feel about
this is-
the hires so far?
I like him. I mean, I don't know much about the Brad White guy, but obviously, dude, Kentucky plays good defense every year. I mean, yeah, they statistically ain't up in the top 10 every year, but dang, dude, when you play Kentucky, you know they got a damn defense that's going to suffocate you. And imagine what he can do with Florida's players. So, and I think Summerall, it's still him being a defensive coach. He's going to be involved with the defense, and I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sure Summerall knows what he's doing on defense. See what he did to the best offense in the country last week.
Yeah, I think he'll have an influence on it in the offseason, but then again, allow him to do his job in game. And I think that's something that people are probably overlooking is if this defense can have obviously be touched and manipulated by Summerall, who we know obviously is a defensive head mind, but then has that in-game ability to manage, which Brad White I think has shown a pretty good job given the circumstances at Kentucky. That's what you want. And I think that's what Ron Roberts did. Honestly, dude, I don't think it's. I mean, Ron did a phenomenal job, in my opinion, of calling some pretty solid games. I think Brad brings a lot of the same tendencies. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, it just be probably managed a little bit better. With a guy that has SEC experience. I mean, I like the offense coordinator. He's proven freaking offense coordinator of the year. I mean, come on.
Hell of a hire. Yeah, I mean, just to get. I mean, you get the best guy available, essentially. With based on those metrics.
And with Lagway talking about wanting to lose weight, people want to write him off. I don't think you can write Lagway off, man. Say he has bad reads. Well, dude, who's been teaching this dude to read the right way since he's been at Florida? Billy Napier?
Yeah.
The O'Hara? I mean, come on, man. The dude has been dealt the bad hand since he's been at Florida. So let's give him if he sticks around, hopefully I like him. I mean, the player he shoved the Florida State dude off and then threw a dart down the sideline. That's the Lagway I want back. You know what I mean? I want that Lagway. I want the guy that stepped up in the pocket, hit Mizell for that touchdown, and everybody's like, oh, nobody can throw a ball like that. Well,
yeah, I'm okay with him staying. Again, I was never a fan of him leaving. I think that, again, because you're going to have to go get some talent, have to have some sort of rehab probably with anybody. Look, and I think that the problem also, too, is that, the staff that was there was just too committed to it. I still think you should go get a quarterback. I do.
Yeah, get somebody to push him harder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No question. I think he's going to be pushed. I don't think he was trying to suck anyways, but
yeah, I don't think he tried to suck. I just think the plays that he was running, I don't think he believed in them himself. So he just went through the motions. He knew his reads were 1-2, bam, I'm getting sacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
got to get a protection too. Got to give him.
Yeah, I said yesterday that they need to get more weapons for him. I'm going to retract that statement. They need to get the best portal offensive line that you can go get.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you need every top offensive tackle. Take 4 of them in the portal. You got a guard. Take 4 of them. You got a center. Take 2 of them bad boys because we need some competitive depth on the offensive line. When is the last time we had a good / great offensive line?
I hate to say, maybe when the penalty was here. That's crazy.
No, that's not. Yeah, that's not wrong. It's been a while, dude. It's been a long time.
I think, did I hear we got some offensive linemen from that school?
From Tulane?
from
No,
Pounce's school.
Yeah, I think we got some. What school was that? That was the school that we had a pipeline from back then. So I know we did get a kid from that
Lakeland?
school. I don't know if he was a lineman or not.
It might have been Lakeland.
Yeah, Lakeland. So we got some from Lakeland, but I just don't remember what position they played.
Yeah, Lakeland's a pretty good pipeline for
Ever
Florida.
since this NIL, man, I haven't really followed the recruiting, like the highlight tapes of kids and stuff like that back about 5-6 years ago where it was exciting to see who was coming. But, dude, our class ain't nothing to bat an eye at, dude. That's a pretty good class, even if it's top 13 or whatever. I mean,
it was a very healthy class for only 18 commits. It just wasn't. I mean, it's a lot of secondary pieces that are really good, and it's a lot of the defense is what made that class personally.
Yeah, a lot of defense, couple offensive line.
if we get the Penn State O-line coach, like, go yank their kids, because all them kids are going to be in the portal. They had a good offensive line. Go yank every single one of them. Sign them to big fat NIL.
Yeah,
deals.
look, again, I've said this before. There's obviously when you go into a coaching carousel like this with all these schools, right? Well, what's the negative? Is you're competing against a lot of different schools for coaches and having to fight and battle that, but and also having to retain your team. And in the same breath, there's going to be a lot of teams that have a lot of attrition as well that you can take advantage of. So if you can get your ducks in the line quickly, you can take advantage of the downfall of other teams. So
yep.
But Q says R was good, but had cornerbacks playing too far off. How much of that? And I agree. I mean, how much of that was him, and obviously safety play, and just the overall essence of the defense. But again, I'm just talking more of like it felt like he just kind of like whatever he was given on Saturday, he worked with it, which was good. But Brian, I appreciate it. What's your schedule predict? Way too early record prediction on the schedule, boss.
He gone.
Yeah, I think he might have clicked off something. All right. Hey, Skater, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
No.
Oh, you quit. Dylan, what's up, man?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Oh, just driving Atlanta traffic. You know anything about that?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, I'm familiar also.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I just wanted to say, love the show. Y'all do a great job, especially with this whole coaching thing. I know y'all. I've got 2 babies, so I know I've got similar age as yours, Shelton. So I know it's a full-time gig.
It is. It is. It's hectic, but it's fun. And somebody says like, how do I always ask how do you do it? It's like, look, man, like we all have our things, our tendencies that we love to do. And this is it. So this is kind of like my hobby, my free time. So I take advantage of it. But yeah, you got to gamble it. You got to juggle it. I don't think that gets talked about enough. Having two little ones. I think kids are obviously just crazy as enough, but it's the little ones is what's chaotic because they're just.
It's tough. And then you got Cody. His baby's silver. So
yeah.
Hey, Cody, bought my silver. Bought my silver $16.
Did you?
Yes. Yeah.
You holding or you selling?
My father-in-law is big into conspiracy theories, so he's been on the silver train for about 2 years now. So, he got me in. I probably got like 20 ounces. I don't have like tons, but I have a pretty good bit.
Well, as Dave Ramsey says, congratulations, you made a smart decision, young man.
There we go. Only thing I was going to say is calling in was I've got a couple of my buddies that are really good best friends up here. They're some OCs. Well, one at high school over here, he was recruited by Buster, is really good friends with Buster, and I've been talking to him a lot. I just don't think Florida fans realize what they've got. Like, from especially talking to him, he's like a chameleon. Like, he can adapt his offense to any quarterback, any situation. And he was telling me that there's really, outside of, your Lincoln Rileys, Lane Kiffins, that there's really nobody better a coach out there than him. Like, he is that good. Like, he is as good as it gets. Because he coaches at Harrison, and one of his football players, his dad is the operations manager at Georgia Tech, and they are very, very butthurt about it. They're not happy. They offered him the world to stay at Georgia Tech, and he declined. For that little bit of nugget right there.
Yeah, I was wondering how that went down. Because this guy comes in, and there's obviously a ton of conversations. The beginning of this year and the end of last year, they're like, Brent Key turned it around and it's got things going, and everyone's like, yeah, but you got to look at that OC at Buster down there of what's happening. That was a fantastic hire on Brent Key. Same thing with Eli. We always talk about this. I can't think of his coordinator. That how much is it Eli and how much is it that coordinator just doing a good job? And look, I wonder what Dan's gonna do. That guy lost all of his coordinators going into next year. Look, Dan's a great coach, and great coaches are able to navigate around it. But yeah, I was wondering how we were able to snatch him. To be truly honest with you, and I think that I believe that we should be able to. We're obviously in a little bit a better in eyesight. But look, him being offensive coordinator of the year, I don't take that lightly at all. And even like you're right, I still don't think we understand because of how we've been almost scorned for the last couple of years. Of this is an absolutely exceptional hire for the Florida Gators and allows for these guys to be good right away. I think we're going to see a type of offense that's going to make the back of our hair and our neck stand up, to be honest with you. I feel like it has the potential to kind of be like Liam Cohn was in Tampa, where it's just like it just makes everyone better, you know?
Well, you look at from what he was telling me, the main draw that he liked, he supposedly has a great relationship with John Summerall, but he really was impressed by the roster and that he felt like he could retain a good portion of this roster.
Okay.
From what I was getting. He also said, like I said, he's a quarterback coach. He played at Easton. Like he knows Buster very well. He was saying that the backup at Georgia Tech quarterback is the guy to watch out for. He was saying he said that he is the real deal. He said this cat is very good. He said if there was no Haynes King, he would be the starter.
The Aaron Shiloh guy, right?
Yes. He said he is real deal. He said
to
watch out for him. He said that Buster recruited him, and Buster really likes him. So he said that he doesn't really know for sure. He said that he's texted back with him here and there, but he said that he hasn't really heard much. But he said to watch out for him. That's what he's telling me.
Yeah, I love that he called him a chameleon. That was a hell of a description.
Yeah,
he really is. I'm telling you.
That was awesome.
I wonder if he does bring him, because I don't know if Buster's going to want to pillage Georgia Tech, if that makes sense. If they got a good quarterback.
Well, this kid was more. He was kind of one of those like lower end guys, but with very high potential, and was kind of underlooked from what I was gathering. And he supposedly, my guy was telling me that he has played in a few games and has played really well, and all Georgia Tech fans were pretty excited about him. And like I said, he went to the Virginia Tech Georgia Tech game and watched him kind of up close and personal, and said that he has all the measurables and attributes. So I'm not saying he's coming or necessarily that he would start, but they said to watch out for him. He played. Like that.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 220. He played Class A Division I, and Offensive Player of the Year led Prince Avenue Christian to a perfect 14-0 record and title.
Yeah, he's supposedly really good. That's what I've heard. I mean, he was
from Bogart, Georgia.
Hey, should be a 5-star. I know another 1A quarterback that's a 5-star.
Yeah, that's probably where that came from, is where he played. And again, it's sitting. Here we go. To a perfect 14-0 record, completed 274 of 397 passing attempts, almost a 70% completion rate with 4,500 yards passing, 54 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Also carried the ball for 68 times for 361 yards and 8 more scores. Threw for 5 touchdowns or more in 6 games.
No, I mean, my buddy's telling me that he thought from what they've gathered was he's better. They thought he was better than Haynes, but they felt like they would lose the locker room if they put Haynes.
That's understandable.
Like they can't.
Haynes was a killer. I mean, I don't disagree with going against. That's gonna be interesting. I would love that. I love that. Hey, great call, Dylan.
Yeah. Well, guys, y'all have a good day, guys. Happy Friday. See y'all.
Happy Friday. Great call. A lot of great. Keep losing everybody. That was a great call. That was fun. Brent Key, Buster Good at designing explosive runs.
Oh, we did have one game, Georgia Tech versus BYU. 21 of 28, 75%, 373 yards, 13.3 in average, 1 touchdown, and 1 INT. I'm guessing when they got close to the goal line, they ran the ball, is what I would guess.
Hey, Skater, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry about that. I know I kind of just fell out on y'all for a second.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the luxury of working from home like old buddy did, but, I'm out here trying to kill bugs and shit. So I had 3 things that I wanted to ask, and then 4th is for Cody. That'll be at the end. Okay. Number 1, I kind of wanted to go back to that, not really press conference, but interview that Summerall had. I think it's Barstool Sports or whoever it was.
Yeah.
And that the vagueness around the question of, I know they said DJ Lagway specifically, but who do we think that we are going to lose? Because I mean, in his comment and the way he kind of went about the question. It was not really alluding to DJ leaving, but I could tell it was alluding to, other people don't want to stay. I mean, obviously there's the Twitter post with I forget the player, but being upset that we're rebuilding again. Like who do y'all think you Prof and Shelton? Who do y'all think is gonna actually be gone?
Yeah, Sharif Denson was the name that you referred to. I believe that he is already gone. With no, that's just a 100% feel. I haven't heard anything one way or the other, but because of that tweet, and if you go look at his profile, he's no longer. He's just wearing a basic shirt and Gators out of the bio. So I believe that he'll be gone. I would believe that Castell is gone. I'm thinking of guys. Harris kind of alluded to this too. Guys that are going to their junior or senior years. Those guys aren't going to, because the new guys are going to come in. And so there isn't any type of connection with this new staff. So they're going to go with the best player. They're not going to have that leniency to the veterans, like maybe if the person who recruited him will. So I would keep an eye on him. I would keep an eye on Pup Howard.
Caden Daniels.
Who?
Caden Daniels.
The running back?
Yeah.
We're
going to lose a running. We are going to lose a running back.
Okay.
Whether it's Byron Lewis, Daniels, Webb, one of those guys are not going to stay.
Man, because Jacoby's gone. We didn't bring anyone in.
Duke Clark was getting carries over Daniels in the beginning.
And Trail
of the
Webb
season.
should be back.
Trail Webb should be back.
Well, I mean, and like y'all said, on one of y'all's other shows, the NIL, a lot of, like y'all said, a lot of the seniors, the NIL deals and stuff that was structured around the old staff, it's not going to be the same, with the new staff coming in. Some are all him bringing in, the OC and the new DC. But kind of to piggyback on that, looking forward to next season, I kind of wanted to get y'all's thoughts on, what games are we happy that we're keeping? I know myself, I'm real happy that we're keeping the Georgia and the Florida State game, just because my grandpa was a big FSU fan. He's really the only reason I root for him. And, since I live in Georgia, everybody here is a fucking Georgia fan. Excuse my language.
No, you're good. What game? We only kept 3 games.
Yeah.
So
Kentucky, Georgia.
I mean, we'll play everything we lost next year, right? So the only things that we kept were Kentucky, Georgia, and South Carolina. We didn't even keep South Carolina, to be honest with you, because we hadn't played them in a couple of years. But
who's our third?
Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm happy with the schedule. I'm excited. I'm excited for it, to be quite honest with you.
I am too. I'm kind of iffy on the 9-game conference. But I know they put that top 4 or power 4 clause in there that the other 3 games you have to play a power 4 team, which I don't really view FSU as a power 4 team. I think it's, as of right now, more like a power 2. But another thing I wanted to ask was what do y'all? I know y'all normally don't do your predictions till sometime next year or whatever, but with how everything's going, the staff changes, obviously us hiring Summerall and all that. What are y'all's, predictions on, what we would go next year? Like, I personally think 10-2, it's reasonable. And if, the staff and everything does what they want to do, then I don't think it's, a far shot to get to. But I mean, what are y'all's thoughts on that?
So I'll do this because look, it's gonna be way too soon, and I'm gonna get thrashed either way I go. It's hard to. Yeah, it's hard because you want to have that obviously that Kool-Aid feeling of like, hey, you should do well. But here's my thing. Here's what I feel promising about. Right, we've got 2 games in there that should be wins. Right, obviously your first 2 games. The key things that I'm looking at is you got Auburn, Ole Miss, Mizzou, and South Carolina. All going to go, like us included, are going to go through some major changes. I mean, Auburn's going to have a new coach, so that's going to be a 50-50 game in my opinion, right? And we'll see what happens and where all these teams are, but they're starting over completely. They've got a G5 guy versus G5 guy. Ole Miss is going to have a brand new coach that's been a coordinator. How are they going to bounce back?
Plus
what's going to happen to them
staff
in the portal? Yeah, a new offensive staff. They're going to be a completely different team. And could they go back to where they used to be? Mizzou, they haven't really fallen back. I think that'll be a harder game, especially at Mizzou. I'm not going to sleep on that game at all. Then you have South Carolina at home. I believe they lose Lenore Sellers. It's Beamer ball, right? We'll see how that goes. At Texas, I think Texas will be really good next year.
They got 2 new coordinators too. South Carolina does.
Yeah, true.
I don't know because Missouri's schedule is, the last couple of years they've been kind of playing powder puff football, but now they're looking at a actual decent schedule next year.
Yeah, but I still think they do a pretty good job. I think Drink does a good job. I think that you're going into his territory. You're going into an experienced coach. That's going to be your first challenge, I believe, as for Summerall and the crew. So that's all that I'm saying.
Right.
Texas, I think, will be better if Sark stays there. I think they'll be able to retain. Obviously, Georgia's going to be Georgia. Then Oklahoma at home. Oklahoma, who knows? Because a lot of their stuff was built in over the portal. They're going to be really good, though, I believe still. At Kentucky, they're brand new. So, and then at Vandy at home, they lose Diego. So we'll have a pretty good understanding. And then FSU is starting over again. So you have literally no clue what you're going to get at the end of the year again with
starting
FSU.
Over, but keeping Mike Norvell at that.
Yeah. So there's we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that are completely started over, just like ourselves. It's very interesting. It's going to be another fun year where, well, again, the positivity. You should have a lot of excitement heading into the season because half the schedule, right? 5 of those plus there's 6 there's 2 more that are games. There's 7 games, in my opinion, that you have a legitimate, like, there isn't like we've got to go and win this thing over. No, you are going at the same exact thing. And everyone that got hired outside of Kentucky who hired a P4 coordinator is a G5 coach. So we'll see. Great question, though.
And so last thing, I know I said it a couple of live shows or call-in shows ago. I was working, but I apologize for the no cider rule, Cody. I know I can't tell you what to do or anything, but bourbon reviews now, hey, that's something to get excited about. You know what I'm saying? And look, they got some fruity bourbons now, so you can kind of mix it together and get that juice.
Cody wouldn't do the bourbon. Either I would do it, or we call him the ringer. I call my buddy to do the bourbon. I talked to him yesterday. I go, listen, the people want the bourbon reviews, but he's like, I'm not going to drink at 9:00 in the morning. I go, I hear you, but the guy has a slew of collection.
Oh yeah, and look, hey, I think Martha would love them bourbon reviews too. That's all I got to say on that.
It's funny you said something about the cider because little sneak peek. It is a cider today.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I guess I'm just on every call-in show that has ciders then.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all all that. Keep doing good things and go Gators.
Go Gators, man. Great call, Bubba.
Oh, this is my favorite. I can't wait.
Aaron, what's up, buddy?
Here we go. The way he smiled, it's going to be an 8.2.
Do you want to do the beer review with us, Aaron?
Sure.
Why
not?
Real fast. In a PG-13, can we get a play-by-play of what you want Lane Kiffin to do to the Tiger one more time? PG-13. Let's keep it PG-13.
I'm a truck driver, so I can't be PG, but he can suck that Tiger ding-a-lang.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
That better?
That better.
Perfect.
All right.
Come on, Cody.
Knows the brew. Professor steps in with the foam in the air. Got a brew
chugging it
in a confident flare.
Told you.
One sip's all we get.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be about an 8.6 now.
Hey, this is Cider Boys, okay? Cider Boys out of Wisconsin. This is the first press apple. It's like a 5.3, delicious. I'm not gonna go ahead and give it an 8.6. Let's go ahead and just give it an 8.0. Good 8.0 on the beer review bottle caps. This is just straight up apple cider with a little dad juice to it.
Does it got that little crispiness to it?
Oh God, yeah. Like it makes your
man,
right in the roof of your mouth makes you almost sour.
Ooh.
Does it excite you a little bit? Does it make you tingle?
It makes me tingle a little bit. Okay.
I like it.
I love it. Talk to it.
You make me tingle too.
Appreciate it. Not the first time I've heard that. On the
uh,
show, I don't
I
think
mean, well, I like it. So, yeah, you gonna put it down? Shit, you about to done drunk the whole damn thing.
He likes it. Let's move up to 8-6.
Yeah, you might as well. Anyway, I ain't really heard nobody say much about this guy that's supposed to be the running back coach. Have y'all heard anything good, bad, okay?
About Derek Nix from Auburn?
Yeah. I seen last night. I was waiting on y'all to come on, which I know y'all be busy, but I looked on it last night and it said that we was looking for him to be the RB coach. But then at the same time frame, I seen something about where Auburn was trying to keep him as a head coach.
Well, he can't be the head coach. Alex Gold's the head coach.
So that's what I was saying.
Maybe like a co-head C?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I was driving, so I was like looking here and there.
He his recruiting profile is kind of interesting because it hasn't just been running backs. He's gotten some linebackers, some corners. I think he's just an ace recruiter, and those guys are really valuable. You can't really put a price on a guy that develops relationships with these young men and get them come to the school. So I think he's a great recruiter. Running back wise, I mean, I think the last running back from Auburn was Tank, right? That went to the Jags.
Yeah, Tank Bigsby.
Yeah. So, which he was a baller at Auburn. I don't know how he's worked out at the Jags.
They traded him to the Eagles, I think.
Okay, so he's gonna win Super Bowls there. Yeah.
See, the only thing that bothers me is like retaining Bob, but the only thing everybody talks about him switching to Texas, I honestly think if he would leave, I know it sounds crazy, but being from Atlanta, I would honestly think he'd probably go to Georgia if they got the money right.
Yeah,
well,
I just don't.
I believe he was recruited by Buster Ball.
Yeah.
We talked about that in
y'all talked about that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I don't know where I heard it. I don't know if it's from one of our inside guys or what have you, but when they asked Ball about coordinators, Buster was the top of his list. So I doubt you go and get the coordinator that he loves just to turn around and leave again. Like let's be honest. This will be his junior year. He'll still have one more year of eligibility. So if he did want to leave, I think you stick it out your junior year at Florida. He knows he's going to be the main back, and he knows that with Buster that he's going to get plenty of totes, and obviously Summerall loves him. So I think Ball's staying, man. And UGA has their own backs. I don't see them going out and overpaying for a running back. They have some other needs.
I think
they're going to get blasted.
I think Texas is probably the only true legitimate threat, though.
Yeah, Georgia's about to get blasted on the defensive line again in the NFL draft. They're going to have to shore that back up because I don't know how you can get 3-4 guys to go in the draft every year and just like I know they develop well, but you got to go supplement in the portal a little bit too. Can't have all young guys.
We keep losing people. All right, Aaron, we appreciate you, Bubba. Drive safe, man. I don't know what keeps happening. Logan, what's up, man?
Hey everyone, it's Logan on my Super Mario Logan account, and I want to help y'all get free money and free gift cards.
I'm good.
All right. Bryson, what's up, man?
Hey, you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to talk about Notre Dame.
Okay.
And why they did not deserve to be in the playoff.
You're coming with me. You're on Cody's side here. Coming to yell at me.
Sorry, not yell at you, but
no, I appreciate it. I'm just kidding.
I
love a good debate. I'm glad you're calling in to debate me. Thank you.
I think the big thing for me is obviously just join a conference. Like join a conference. All these debates go away if you join a conference because it really just comes down to the fact that Notre Dame gets treated special and they don't play the same schedule that everybody else does. And like I know that you said that they did a better job of playing a better schedule this year or scheduling a better schedule this year, but we have as many ranked wins as they do this year. And we do. Like that's crazy.
So okay, hold on. But so there's two things. I want to make it clear because how we attack the argument matters, right?
Okay.
So the thing that I was making, because we can argue, hey, they should be in a conference or not. I argued that it didn't really prove to being in a conference to have any favors for you, because BYU was in a conference and it didn't do them any favors. And then you're like, oh, well, their schedule wasn't very tough. Well, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how being in a conference does favors for you, but it didn't do any favors for them. That's what I was alluding to. It also didn't do any favors for Vanderbilt, who had 2 losses.
Well, maybe
no, but the other thing that comes with being in a conference is you don't select your own schedule.
Select. I mean, Florida selects the out of conference, and then
you're non-conference teams. But
correct,
again,
yeah.
But it's like it seems like 80% of Notre Dame's games are basically the way that other schools schedule their non-conference games.
Notre Dame's schedule was harder than Miami's.
And that's fine. Like that's fine, but I think Miami didn't win either. And again, you're comparing the ACC again.
That's who they lost to, though. That's who they lost their spot to. That's why we're comparing it. If they would have lost to Vandy, maybe the conversation is different. If I probably would have been more like, they played in the SEC.
But in that circumstance, in my mind, it still comes down to the head-to-head, which I think that given the way that the rules are, which the rules suck, the rules are problematic, the rules need to get changed, but given the way that the rules are, everything turned out exactly the way that it should. Now, should Tulane and JMU be in? No, they shouldn't be. I think that honestly
should be based on the rules.
But I'm saying, yes, obviously the rules are the way that they are. The rules are problems though, and the rules need to change, which is why when we were going into that final playoff prediction, weekend or whatever, I was cheering for the ultimate chaos. And I cheered I was wanting BYU to win and I wanted Duke to win. Because for so many reasons. But the biggest reason, number one, I just like the chaos in the college football. But secondly, the other big reason being the chaos causes change. Like that Georgia Bearcats game, the Georgia Cincinnati game, what was that, 4 years ago, whatever? That's what I feel like changed it and eventually got it to be a 12 game playoff. Am I remembering that correctly?
TCU.
Oh, was it TCU? Yeah, whatever it was. The where it was a huge blowout. That's what I think ultimately led to there being big changes. And I think that taking this all back to the Notre Dame thing, if you look at their record historically, they are consistently the most perennially overrated team ever. And so, yeah, I'm not saying that they're as bad as they used to be.
I'm not disagreeing with any of those things. My only point is that you set a precedence. And the fact of the matter is they ranked Notre Dame ahead of Miami. I think that's where people confuse this. I'm not arguing that Notre Dame is this prestigious or that they were a top 10 school. The fact of the matter is that you told me for 2 weeks straight that they were. And there was nothing that happened to move them back. And you can't hit me with well, they were next to each other. What? You told me for 2 weeks they were better than them in BYU. That doesn't make any sense. So that was my only argument. I wasn't arguing that they should have been in there in their first place or any of that. And then the whole argument of the conference would have mattered. Well, Miami didn't play in the championship either, so that's not true either. That was the only thing that I was alluding to.
But
I see the conference sorry, Cody. The reason why I see the conference joining thing for me is it removes the excuses. So it's it's just because my in-laws are Notre Dame fans and it's painful at times. So the whole thing is well, why would we join a conference? We don't need to. We're special. We never have needed to. And then all of a sudden you're getting all this special treatment. And I understand that this year was probably the year more than any other that it made sense for them to get in.
Yeah.
But even so, it just comes down to strength of schedule in my mind. I think that
their schedule was harder.
Again, I think that there are some examples of where teams that got in didn't have the strength of schedule to get in. But again, that really just comes down to SEC and possibly Big Ten would run the gamut if it was truly just the best teams only that got in.
Yeah, I agree with that. And again, I think part of it though, how do we grade these teams? How do we grade these schedules? Right, as part of it too, because some of these schedules, the strength changes based on how the season goes. It's not the cleanest process. It's very, because again, Vanderbilt and Josh Bate, I'm not going to take credit for this, that if you would have taken the Vanderbilt logo and put Bama's logo over it, Bama gets in.
Yeah,
Bama's in.
Sure.
And so there's bias. There 100% is, and I think that look, I do believe that Miami got in because they were in a conference. I do 100% believe that, and it's because if they left them out, they leave the entire ACC out. They're facing a whole much bigger wrath when it comes to the commissioner, and an entire program could be falling apart. Like, you really can destruct college football if you were to leave the entire conference out when it was that close.
Which again is why I'm cheering for that to happen.
Yeah,
Well,
but look,
I think
that's on Notre Dame's fault too, though. So, like, look, I'm okay with them not joining one. Like, personally, like, if you want to go do that, there's risks that are involved. There's also an advantage that's involved. So you have to, if you want to live in that world, this is what it comes to, right? So that's just kind of what it is. But last thought before we let you go, baby. Good stuff, though.
I think I was saying to a buddy yesterday, I think given the way that things are right now, unless something changes, I don't see a 2-loss Notre Dame team ever getting in.
Well, they signed that MOU. They are in.
Yeah, right. I know. But are we like, is that like a done deal? Like, that's absolutely like a guaranteed thing that is real?
It's an MOU. It's an MOU. So I have no idea.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, but it's guaranteed that there was an MOU, but then how long will an MOU matter? Does it matter if the thing expands to 16, which I don't think that it should,
No,
but
it doesn't. It goes away, but if they go 10-2, they're in at 16.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, good stuff, Bryson. I appreciate the call.
Yeah. Anywho, all right, well, y'all have a good one.
You too, go Gators, man. Jeremy, what's up, man? Go ahead, Cody. Sorry. Go ahead.
I think with the conference talk, I think we're assuming they would join the ACC because all your other sports are in the ACC, and that would put them probably winning the ACC this year, and then they would have got into the playoffs.
This is what everyone keeps like. Again, I'm not speaking to any of those things. We're talking about if, then, with what, but, could, what, could, should have been.
I know.
All I'm saying is, based on what we were looking at, the circumstances at hand of how it unfolded, they should have been in it. Clear, cut, and dry. They should have been in it because you told me for 2 weeks they were better than Miami. If they would have done this, if they were in this, would it have? Yeah, for sure. Maybe it would have been a completely different conversation. But that's not. Then you could have argued that if they were on the outside looking in, of like, hey, like if they were like 12th and they were like, we should have ranked higher, then you could have really been hammered home. Like, well, if you had a conference champion, you could have had a chance to play yourself in, which you didn't. You were already in. That was my point. Is like they were already in, and then they don't play a game and you move them out. It makes 0 sense. 0 sense. There was no reason. The whole bullshit that they were next to each other and that they had to jump them because they were head to head. Bullshit. I call bullshit all day long.
No, they want a conference. They want a conference in there.
I know, but that's not Notre Dame's fault. You can't take that because a conference laid an egg. No. Because a conference is incompetent and doesn't know how to manage their own damn conference and put the 2 best teams in the conference championship. So you have the cluster that you have with the ACC. That's not Notre Dame's fault. That's the ACC's fault. That's why everyone wants to leave the ACC. That's not, you can't penalize a team because an entire organization is a dimwit. And again, you told Notre Dame that they were this good for how many weeks? That's all that I'm saying, is that you have to have a standard, and you broke that standard when you took them out. Jerry, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Jeremy. No, it's me, your boy, Coach Sharon Moore. Listen, long-time listener, first-time caller. I don't know if you guys watch the news, but things aren't working out so good for me here in Ann Arbor. So I'm heading to Gainesville. I see Coach Summerall putting together a great staff. Figured I'd just stop by, and was looking for some advice from some true Gators. See if maybe y'all got a spot for me. You guys don't watch the news, do you?
Stay away from the co-eds, please.
Co-eds?
The ones that call in trying to be undercover, you can't put your name at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, flopped on that one.
Shelton, it's
okay. All right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Didn't have a clue.
Hell of a disguise.
You know, it's funny. My neighbor just walked by and has the weirdest look on his face. Hey, Juan, I'll tell you later. This may come up at the HOA.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, listen, I'm excited about all these new hires. I was wondering if you guys had any idea. I've got my stopwatch going, by the way. If you guys had any idea of when the staff will be finalized, and if you have any insight into who we might be looking at to get from the portal, any of these Michigan guys, or have y'all heard anything, or are we just waiting to hear that kind of stuff?
The portal hasn't opened yet, so that's kind of tough. I would assume, I don't have any inside info. I don't know if Shelton does. I would assume this staff is probably going to be completely put in place within this week, like within the end of next week. I would say next Friday.
I think sooner. I think it has to be done probably by the end of this weekend. I think you need to go because I think next week he goes back to Tulane, and I think he would like to have it all assembled because then he's going to be gone, and the holidays are coming up in regards to retaining people. You want to have a pretty good idea of who's staying and going. Obviously, things can still happen in the middle of January because only over for 2 weeks. Keep in mind the portal. You probably want. I would assume you need your staff by then. But I know that Billy went into. I know we've gone into the January and February without a coach, but we lost coaches at that time, so it's a bit different situation. So I would assume, look, I think having your coordinators is massive where we are right now. I would be surprised if Nix doesn't stay. I've heard some names. I think they have a pretty good idea. I think it's kind of on them to pull the trigger, to be honest with you. All the interviews are done, and they're not done, but I think they have a pretty good set of interviews in already.
Yeah. Last question, because I'm already at 2 minutes here. We were talking with Delta last night in the voice chat, and I was asking if anybody had any names for. I think Summerall is so well thought. You got to get another, like, not a co-OC, but like a wide receivers coach or something for somebody who might take over for Faulkner, because nobody thinks he's going to stay more than 2 years. So what kind of young guy out there do y'all see coming to kind of learn under him, or does Spurrier stay and kind of learn from him and maybe take over OC someday? Or what kind of guy would you want Faulkner to groom for a couple years, because there's no way we keep him for more than 2 years?
So the name that was tossed around for running back coach before Nix, I think, is being looked at to be the wide receiver coach, but I know they were wanting the co-OC or co-HC title, so they're kind of already looking at them. They view themselves as already kind of at that level. So if that person does come in, I'll say that when it does happen, that I think this is the person. And again, I think that they've got some good experience, but that would be a pretty good. I don't know if he were to do that, but it sounds like, again, the guys they're putting in there all have abilities to be at. They're kind of tiptoeing their. Think about it, right? Like Buster is tiptoeing his foot into the head coaching water. This guy wants to tiptoe his foot into this water. So they're all trying to get right there. And I think that speaks volumes to the staff that's putting together.
I think all the guys that you could probably grab that don't, unless they just want to be OCs forever, which is very rare. I think that the list is so blank because all the hot names now are probably going to be having head coaching positions.
Yeah.
Charlie Weiss Jr., obviously Bell up at Pitt. Like all those guys, unless they just want to be OCs forever.
Joey Hazel from Tennessee. Yeah, I mean,
those
you're gonna have to find the next group, next roundabout, anyways.
Them. Yeah. Now
Buster, you can
Buster can help you, but Buster can help you with that. Or maybe they have a guy that Buster likes that they're going to bring in to.
There'll be an OC head coach that fails too, that you can go scoop. So I wouldn't. That's kind of, I wouldn't even.
There's
think
always
about
a Chip Kelly or somebody like that.
Yeah, exactly.
With this schedule, I feel like some of these guys. This is such an all-star staff, and only having a couple years with them, we got to get it done this year and next year. I mean, we got to win now.
Yeah,
it's
look,
going to be
as
good as opportunities ever.
But yeah, you've done a really good job. Again, how they retain it, but the way that he's operating and functioning with the staff, and we all knowing that Buster is on a 2-year kind of lease, is like, hey, you got to go make some splash. Obviously, you got to. I mean, winning it is tough, but you've got to go be a legitimate threat, and that's why that schedule you look at it and it's like, man, I don't want to go out there and start.
It's time.
Stuff.
It's time. I can't wait. When's the spring game?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
It'll be close to Easter weekend. I can't remember the date.
Cody will be there. Cody will be there.
Yeah. Last thing, I don't know if y'all saw in the comments one time, looking for new merch. Summerall just reminds me of somebody who loves to do smelling salts. I need me some summy salts. Can we have High Top label some smelling salts? And every time I watch a game, just let's go.
Hey, I'm down to bring summy salts back. That's a hell of an idea.
Dude, that guy lives on them. There's no way you're that geeked up all the time without meth or summy salts.
Hey,
it's not meth.
Don't call our coach about that. Yeah.
No. He's a good guy. I said it's not meth.
I know.
Could be Adderall.
Good idea.
That's prescription.
Good idea, Jeremy.
You docs be handing that out like it's candy back in the day.
Love you guys.
Love you, Jeremy. Be good, Bubba.
Sorry you thought it was Coach Moore calling. You know, I didn't want.
Yeah, you had us in a blender. I was like, God, we're gonna get in trouble.
Still stay away from the co-eds.
Yeah. Advice still stands. Be good, man.
All right, go Gators, y'all.
Go Gators. Hey, almost 500 people in here. Be sure to smash the like button. Call me old fashioned. Drop a like and subscribe. Almost at 30,000. We are. Call me old fashioned. What's up? Call in. Little bourbon review for the boys. It's over 9 a.m. now. Just letting you know. Just talking about it. William, what's up, man?
Hey, it's kind of hard to follow. This is my normal look, so I'm not no mask today.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. I called you a couple of years ago, but I'm up here in the Soldier Course land, up in Atlanta, north of Atlanta. So I'm over by Soldier. There's a couple of reasons I was calling you guys, because one, I'd like to talk. Eventually, we're going to talk about the schedule, but the first thing is I want to talk about this DJ stuff, him leaving, and then Philo coming. Okay. So I live up here. I don't think Philo would come. The reason I would say that is, why would he come and compete for a starting job at Florida when he's going to be the starter? Almost 100% sure he's going to be the starter at Georgia Tech. Maybe 1 year at Georgia Tech, and then increase his NIL ability, show himself out, and then maybe transfer into a better NIL deal. That's what I'm thinking he might do. So, and I agree with Cody in the sense of, I think we got three good quarterbacks. I don't want to say they're excellent quarterbacks. I mean, they are very talented. All three of them are talented. Trammell, Griffin coming in, and DJ is talented. We just got to get him with Faulkner. You know, I think that Faulkner has the ability, being up here watching a lot of the Georgia Tech games, he's like a chameleon. He can adjust his offense based off all his personnel, whatever he has. So as long as we can keep the core group of people, even DJ, going to have a whole off season. I mean, last year, think about it. Last year, he did not throw a ball the whole off season. He was injured, and then even in spring, he didn't play, and then in the fall, he was injured in the fall. So you didn't see DJ really starting. He definitely regressed from the year before. But I saw the last 3 or 4 games of the year, I saw him progressing a little bit. So if that would have been him at the beginning of the year, where would he been at the end of the year is what I'm saying. So I think we need to give DJ a little bit more time, a good full off season with Faulkner. And I think that he'll be able to ball out. I mean, that's just my opinion on that. And then I'll just see what y'all think about that.
Yeah. Let me speak to the Philo thing, because I don't disagree with you. Obviously, he's the starting guy, but who knows if Georgia Tech goes that route? Because remind you, Buster recruited him to play in that offense. Chip Kelly's coming in. So does Chip Kelly go out into the portal? Do they attack the portal? Which is he guaranteed to get a spot? So he's not. I don't know if that's a thing. I agree with you. It's a great way of looking at it. And again, who knows if he comes, because he will be having to compete if he comes to Florida. But maybe they go in the portal and he's having to compete regardless of where he goes. At least if he comes to Florida, he has some familiarity with Buster Faulkner and a guy that recruited him. So, but I don't know. I'm just playing the devil's advocate to this situation. I'm not against DJ. I said it last night that, look, I love the fact that we've when Hollywood came on and spoke to the changes that he's making are massive, right? I'm all for keeping him. People wanted him to go, but I think that, look, they wanted him to go in the sense of hey, give him a chance, go get rehab, go find new things. This is the rehab. We have it here. The guy was still a 5-star talent. I think if he were to leave, any school would be knocking down the door to get him. Obviously, with the understandings of hey, we probably have a little bit of a project to flip back, some things that happened. But again, I still think even if with keeping him and even with his upside, you still have to go out there and find something that can be a little more stable for you to create a healthy room. But again, I think for the first time in a long time, we've got a pretty good staff with Faulkner there that will be able to assess the room. Like, hey, maybe he goes and watches a few throws of DJ, gets to kind of talks to him a little bit and says, hey, love where his head's at. I think we can work with this. We'll be fine. Or goes, hey, we need to go and do a couple of things. So I'm fine with you staying either way.
Yeah, I would agree with that in that sense. I think we do need to bring somebody in since Warner's gone and then Bailey's gone. So I think we might need to bring one more person in, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to bring in the caliber of a Philo to come in. I would love it. I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think that there's someone with that capability when they have a higher chance of getting the starting position at a Power 4 school, versus coming and competing and possibly being the starter, because there's no guarantee that he's going to be the starter, So that would be one thing. And then I just want to see what y'all like. I'm so pumped right now about this hire, because of the fact that the disaster that was Billy Napier from the very beginning, hiring one person and losing the strength and conditioning coach, getting this person, getting that person, going, all the Armstrong and all this different stuff. Now we have a coach that comes in and is like, oh, we got Faulkner, number one OC, out there this past year. And then we get a good defensive coordinator in the sense from Kentucky and just the overall hires. And if we get Troutline from, Penn State, O-line and things like that. So I'm just so fired up because it's more solidified. You know what I'm saying? These hires are just so like I don't know the right word, but like just so like strong. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't have qualified.
They feel like
it's not like, oh, is this person going to work out or not? It's like, oh, this might work, this might not work. So that's why I'm more fired up. And as far as the schedule goes, I'll talk about the schedule real quick. The only thing that I didn't like about the schedule is this is the third year in a row we're playing Texas. This is 3 years in a row against Texas, and we're going back on the road against them. I would like to have seen them like switch the Texas up with like an Arkansas or somebody like that. That would have been better. And the fact that we have to go 2 years in a row to Kentucky on the road, that kind of sucks too. But it's especially the way we've been playing against Kentucky. But again, like what you said earlier is true. I mean, they have a whole new staff there, so we might have a little bit better luck than we've had the last couple times we played there. We'll be better. That's a better way to. We better with the staff that we got and the talent that we have. We should be able to go in there and win this year. But that's pretty much all I got. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me, and
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. And look, I think that I like your thought process there on playing Texas for a third year in a row. And it's hard for us to kind of see this, but keep in mind this is the first year of the new 9-conference schedule. So it's like we're kind of butting up 2 eras, right? And that's why we're going on the road against Kentucky again. So this isn't like it's a continuous thing. This is a new beginning to a new era of scheduling, because now there's going to be consistency where we play 1-1, right? It goes back and forth every other year.
Well, we had the same thing with Ole Miss. This is third year in a row with Ole Miss too. Yeah. So I mean, there's two teams we're playing 3 years in a row, and they're trying to change everything up. So we're competing on. I mean, we do get Auburn, so that's a good thing, And so I mean, I know it's hard to make the schedule up. I mean, I'm not into putting everything on the road and at home and all that stuff. It's kind of difficult to do. I can only imagine. One more comment about the Notre Dame thing. I actually agree with both of you guys from a sense. Like from your sense, Sheldon, I agree with you. The fact is, hey, facts are facts. They led Notre Dame this whole time on saying that they were better than Miami, even though Miami beat them head to head. They still were saying they were better than Miami, and then at the last minute, they just flip it. To me,
that was saying. Yeah, it's 2 different arguments that I think that's what I was trying to say with Cody. It's like, what you're arguing. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I am simply speaking to how this particular process was handled. What your argument is relevant, but it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't matter in this circumstance because of, like you said, what they told me for 2 weeks was one thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and what Cody was saying, I was true. Like, join a freaking conference, you don't have nothing to worry about. Like,
yeah,
like you're and like the caller that called in earlier, like his family, about his family and everything. I'm like, like you do have this like entitlement. Like Notre Dame fans has like this sense of entitlement, like they're the Notre Dame from the 1990s and you know what I'm saying? Like you're not the 1990s and 1980s and 70s anymore. This is 2025 now. You haven't been really relevant for like the last 10 years either. So even though the logo on your helmet like does speak something, right now it doesn't speak. Just kind of like the Gators logo. Our logo does speak. It just doesn't speak as loud as it was, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Sure.
I mean, so that's my only thing. I do agree. They need to join a conference. If they're in every other sport, they're in a conference. They just need to join a conference and just be done with this thing.
I hear you. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for your kind words, man.
Love the show. Watch you every day. So every day you're on.
Thank you, man.
All right, man. Be blessed, y'all. Have a good day. Hey,
Yes,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, man.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oops. Real quick, let's do the advent calendar before I forget. I know you guys. That's the only reason you tune in for the. Ooh, it's a different one. Had players the last couple of days. You know what I mean? Look at that little gator in a sled.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a nice one, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Little
It's cute.
ornaments.
Yeah, they are little ornaments. I was gonna get a tree, but I wasn't able to do that. John, what's up, buddy? You're muted. Sup, dudes? Any words on DB coaches I may have missed? Long time. Me
Hey,
no
guys.
see, by the way. No, nothing yet.
We
What's up,
in?
John? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we hear
Yo,
you.
man, what's doing good? Yeah, long time, bro. So yesterday I was at the store getting gas and I was playing a video from yesterday and dude jumps out and he's like, "Man, is that high top?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Right." He said, "I always tell him every chance I can." I said, "Yeah, man, I like old Shelton and Cody." Look,
That's too cool.
Summerall, man, I was so pissed off when they hired this guy, and now I just like flip, dude. I own a party rental company, and I've got a Bellator trackless train. It's like one of a kind. I got like $50K invested in this thing, and I was gonna paint it blue and orange and call it the Lane Train. So it kind of messed me up when we didn't pull the trigger on him. But I was down with the whistle, bro. I was gonna call you. My company's rock and rolling. So every time you say we rocking and rolling, my son thinks it's like the craziest thing. He swears up and down like I'm hanging out with you or something. Like, dude, I only know it's a phone call. No, man, I'm pumped. I think we're gonna try to go to the OU game this coming up year. I normally try to go to one or two every year. This last year, I wasn't gonna waste no friggin' money on no tickets. So I think this year we might go to the OU game, man. So.
Yeah, well, the wife. I was talking. I want to do something kind of special for next year's games, kind of the big ones we go to. Talked about doing like an RV thing. I don't know if that the kids are in a weird age, so it might be a year following. But definitely getting down and we had a great time at Sushi Saki, and if we can kind of set something up there, that was an incredible. Like they let us have our way, and there's food and drinks. It's a little expensive for people, but everyone seemed to enjoy it. They let us kind of have our own little area in there. It was like a private party. And I think they enjoyed it. It's a perfect spot. So that'll be something that I talk to with Danny if he's willing to do it and go to like kind of schedule 4 games out. Like I think Vandy would be a fun one only because of where where it is in the schedule.
Dude, that would be a fun one, Vandy, especially if they bring the heat like they brought it this year. Man, I think we're gonna do great right off the rip. I mean, just be honest with you. I mean, I'm looking at the whole freaking staff at the Spurrier photo and everybody, man, dude's serious. This ain't no, this ain't no shim sham. I mean, when I was in the Marine Corps, and Cody can attest to this, you knew when you had a good leader that stepped into your unit, you knew after about 10 minutes whether he was going to be worth his salt.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, whenever I was pissed off with everybody else, but whenever old boy stepped to the mic, and then when he told old dude he was wrong, I said, okay, we got a real one. We got a real one.
Usually it took somebody getting in trouble and then the first PT that you had with him, you knew if he was your guy or not.
Oh yeah, that's right, man. I don't know where all you were at, Cody, but my first duty station was New River Air Station, and we used to run that flight line. And if we got somebody new, and they wanted to do the flight line run, which is about 12 miles, we knew we had somebody who's finna whoop it on.
I was at Arlington National Cemetery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I never
VA.
got anything good like that. Oh, good times. Well, hey, guys, I'll let you go. Let you get somebody else, man. I kept coming in and out. My phone kept ringing because I got a bunch of events coming up. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get in. But, dude, appreciate you guys. Love the show. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, man. We appreciate you, John. Drive safe. We'll see you next year. Hopefully one of the games, man. Oh, he's already gone. He didn't wait. They're saying Russ Callaway to Lane.
Is that OC?
I don't know.
Tight end coach, maybe.
I'm trying to see where's that at. Let's get Clint. I was waiting to talk to Clint, but now he's gone. Look at this.
Clint's
look
probably
at this.
driving one of them brown trucks.
Look at this.
What up, Chai?
Look at this. I can't wait to hear this bullshit he's about to spew about Miami. I can't wait. I can't wait.
No, I can't talk until next Saturday. Next Saturday, if we win, I'm coming just talking just straight heat. But,
all right.
No,
that's what I was like, wussy in here that you're gonna wait. You should do it now, but that's fine.
Do you believe Mario can get it done?
For sure. For sure.
That's a long
like
pause.
I have us winning 34-21. So no, I'm not really worried about it. It's just it's it's whatever. We got in over Notre Dame, and Notre Dame finally burning all those bridges that they finally got. So, they crying. Both of our in-state rivals went bowlers this year. So, it's just been a all-around good year, man. Like we got opportunities.
Yeah, you guys making
so
it definitely stung a little bit, even though you didn't deserve to make it. I'm excited to see you guys play.
I'm
excited to see you guys play.
The college football is at its best when all of the state of Florida is good, college wise.
Yeah, I think A&M is gonna thump you guys.
No. Just first of all, the game that you guys played them at, and you guys kept it competitive for a little bit. If you guys kept it close, Texas A&M doesn't scare me at all. So, I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah,
and then when I look at y'all's schedule, I see y'all going 9-3 next year.
Wow, 9-3, 10-2. If we sneak one,
he's a Gator fan. But you realize you're having to go to Texas.
What's your point?
I mean, how did Beck do last time he went to Texas? In a smaller stadium, in a worse team.
Actually, it's really interesting because it's the duel of meltdown quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Which quarterback's going to throw 3 picks instead of 2?
Well, actually, what's crazy is, Sheldon, you brought up SMU. Actually, Beck didn't do bad. It was just, I think we had 15. I think just penalties killed. Yeah, no, really killed us.
Was it Louisville he threw the 4 picks? Was Louisville he threw the 4 picks? Okay.
Louisville is where he threw 4 picks.
Okay.
But yeah, SMU he didn't really do bad. And then around that time is when he came 100% better after his elbow surgery. That's around the waypoint where he caught up on all of his practice, and that's when our offense completely just changed philosophies. We've been to fly these past 4 weeks, and yes, I know the caliber of, but it just looks different. And now you give him an extra 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because we didn't have a game during conference championship week, and now he has 3 weeks, no games, full recovery, learning more of his playbook. We're getting healthy again. All of our injured players coming back.
Look, the thing is, you're telling lies like a typical fan would, and I appreciate it. But the problem is that we have a slew of data showing that Beck in crunch time games is just straight butt cheeks. And I could say this respectfully, because I was a supporter of Miami, and I've said that I was like earlier on before you guys lost your 2 dumb games. I go, Miami looks really good. They've got obviously an experienced quarterback. I thought you guys had probably some of the best trenches in the game, and I thought that you guys were going to be a legitimate threat in the playoffs. And you lost those 2 games, and I go, okay, cool, they're out. But obviously, you guys get you squeak in because the ACC would have thrown a fit. Although you didn't deserve to be there. But Beck, if I'm a Miami fan, frightens the hell out of me. And Mike Elko and what he's going to be able to scheme up defensively. Listen, I don't know. But at the same breath, I think that this is probably going to be the biggest test for A&M's trenches. So we're going to really figure out who has the best trenches. I think they're the best 1-2 team in the country for when it comes down to the trenches, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, you can pick and choose who it is, but the debate will be settled in 2 weeks. So there's no need for me to say who I think it is.
Well, yeah, the only defensive line that's comparable to Miami that Texas A&M played just destroyed them versus Texas. Because if you look at Texas A&M's schedule, like, yeah, they played Notre Dame, they played Texas. I think they played South Carolina was their other toughest game. Like, they didn't really play Georgia. They played Alabama. They didn't play Ole Miss. So they didn't play any of the top teams. And I think that's what happens when you have super conference. Like, your top teams don't really play each other. So when they came down to it, the talented line,
you're cutting out bad, brother. Cutting out bad.
My bad. Let me hurry up. No, I think he's going to do it. I think Texas A&M has played anybody worth count for a while. So
all right. Sorry, buddy. It's brutal.
Transformer.
Yeah.
Heck
Good
of a
stuff,
show.
though. Look, we love Chi-Town. Guy always calls in. Good sport, but that was brutal. Good show. Good show.
I think so.
I was hoping we were going to touch Clint, but
yeah, he's probably driving now. We'll get him next time. We'll load him up first.
Yeah, he came on the phone on the big UPS truck, can't he?
No. Oh no. He'll be what I was in. He'll be in purgatory for 2 days.
Yeah. All right, boys. Well, great stuff here. Happy Friday. Look, unless anything major breaks, you probably won't see me more for the rest of the day. I got a party. Hopefully my suit gets here today. I got a party, Christmas party tonight. It's kind of sick for the Christmas party. Listen to this real quick. We got a few minutes just to kind of wrap it up. So it's a casino theme, Great Gatsby casino theme. It's at a hotel, and there's like blackjack, roulette, craps, right? And it's fake money, but we get to go play. And whoever has the most money at the end of the night wins a 7-day cruise.
Do you have a plus one?
Hey, wifey gets to come with me. Yeah.
I was about to say I'll Spirit flight down there like now.
Yeah.
We'll run that place.
Go get after it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, what's up, man?
Yo, how's it going, guys?
Going well, man.
What's up, big dog?
Just dropping little man off of school.
What up?
We're big fans. We love watching it. He's always like, "Hey, man, he's like, Dad, you hanging out with your boys today?" And I'm like, "Hey, we're watching it." So
I love it. I love it. Well, have a good day at school, big guy.
He loves it. I think we watched like almost 200 of you guys' shows this past year. So pretty cool.
You got the update, the YouTube thing.
Yeah. So I want to make a comment on what that Miami fan, if he is a Miami fan. Dude, these people that come in and just thrash us, Coach, and nothing against Napier. I like Napier, but I mean, everybody acts like we're a freaking G5 school now. Like, you guys are close with A&M. Like, I'm not worried. Our talent's pretty good. Like, it's just our game decision from the coaching side was just terrible. So
yeah,
I think Kirby said it best. He said, you look at that roster. They're loaded. Height, length, speed, talent. Yeah. They just got to get the right captain at the ship. Pretty much is what he said. He said it as nicely as he could to not just throw Napier over the tracks because they're boys. But I mean,
right.
the guy evaluates talent. He knows what we have, and I think that we're just one good hire away. We're like anybody else.
Yep.
We got the money. We got the pedigree. We got the location. Location's everything is what they say in real estate. We have everything. We just need the right captain of the ship.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I'm just like, it's so frustrating being, I'm a lifelong Gator. I'm not from Florida. So like, yeah, I came in around the time Tebow kind of was going through. But I mean, I remember watching like the 05, 06. That's kind of when I started getting into football, playing sports and stuff like that from my school. So, I came in like where we were really good. And, so I've kind of watched us taper down. But man, it's just getting so annoying hearing all these like Florida State fans, Miami fans, all these people that sit here and act like Florida is a G5 school anymore. And it's old, and I'm ready for Summerall to get that I don't want to say dog, but get that Gator back in us and get after it. So I'm excited for this coming year. To be honest with you, I was excited last year. I think there was a lot of build up from everybody, but I'm excited this year.
Yeah, the excitement's going to be a bit different, I would say, this year because, again, there is still, even though, again, the reason why there was excitement for last year and expectation from last year, there was still the stench that a lot of people that looked at. I tried to overlook it, and he proved it to us in game 2. I told you I was out after the USF game. But yeah, even if you go back and look, there was only, what game? We got throttled by, who did
last year or the year before?
Last year. Like, I feel like the games last year we played, even with, it felt like we were playing up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. We were close in every game. Yeah, I think Miami kind of bullied us. There's one more game. LSU wasn't close. LSU was close
with 5 picks, which was miraculous.
Yeah, A&M was close, but I still felt like we were never really. No, we were in that game. What game we were? Texas, we won. Georgia was close. Oh, Kentucky, we got absolutely just bodied.
God,
which makes
dang it, dude! I don't even love. I want to forget that freaking game so bad, but it keeps popping up.
Tennessee was really bad.
Tennessee was really bad too.
Yeah, that one started off way too hot, and just we were out of it from the get go. Within the first 5 minutes of the game, I was like, "This game's freaking over."
Yeah, I think A&M bodies Miami though, personally. But look, all of it will be decided.
100%. It's not even close.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be whatever.
I hope A&M destroys them.
I think it's going to be whatever quarterback throws less INTs. And I think both of them are going to throw INTs. I think it could be like Carson throws 3 and old boy throws 2.
Miami needs Carson Beck to play well. A&M doesn't need Marcel Reed to play well.
No, they don't.
To win. They may need him. They may come to that, but they have shown to win in a multitude of ways. I think Miami needs Beck to not be Beck, and that's just going to be hard not to get into.
I think Miami needs Beck to literally almost make all the throws, and all Texas A&M needs to do is Marcel Reed not mess it up. If that makes sense.
Yeah, just not play completely, just hogwash football.
Yeah. I think Cody, you said it best a few weeks ago when you were talking about it. I mean, you just need Marcel to be the player that the system needs him to be.
Yeah.
You don't need to go out and try to be I feel like that's what Beck's problem is he tries to try to be that guy, and and then the record shows for it. But yeah, so I hope A&M just absolutely throttle and just puts them in their place. You're in the ACC. You didn't make it to the championship again, and it's getting old here in Miami fans for sure.
No doubt, Jordan. Well, I appreciate you and the little man supporting the show, man. Have a great rest of your day. Have a happy Friday, and drive safe, man. We appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Happy Friday. Hey, Merry Christmas. Y'all have a good one. See you later.
Later, man.
Best fans in the world. We got the best fans in the world.
Incredible. I love it. Well, great show, Cody.
Banger. You ever just feel like 9:30 a.m. like a little Jack and Coke?
Nope, knows the brew. Hey.
Peace and love, baby. Y'all be good.
Knows the brew. Professor steps in with the foam in the air, got a brew in his hand and a confident flair. Hop so crisp, yeah, they make you care about the science in the bubbles, man, it's rare, so rare. Spinning facts like a DJ on the decks. Flavor profiles coming straight from the text. Sip, analyze what's next. Break it all down with respect, no flex. High top sports beer review. Pour it up for the crew. Sip it slow, what I do. Professor's got the brew. High top sports beer review. Take a taste, break it through. Bittersweet, light Yo! Professor knows the brew. Hey! Golden nails, yeah, they